Welcome to Better Life Library. This is Mastering Your Emotions, Part 2. If you haven't listened to Part 1 yet, check it out in the description or the pinned comment below. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any other parts to come.
Chapter 2: Building Emotional Self-Awareness. Emotional self-awareness is the cornerstone of emotional intelligence and a vital step towards mastering your emotions. It involves the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions as they occur, providing a deeper insight into how they influence your thoughts, behaviors, and interactions. By becoming more self-aware, you can better navigate the complexities of your emotional landscape, leading to enhanced personal growth and more effective emotional regulation. The significance of emotional self-awareness cannot be overstated. It acts as a foundation for other aspects of emotional intelligence, such as self-regulation, empathy, and social skills. When you are attuned to your own emotions, you are more capable of managing them in a healthy and constructive manner. This awareness enables you to respond thoughtfully to emotional triggers rather than reacting impulsively, reducing the likelihood of conflicts and misunderstandings. Emotional self-awareness also plays a critical role in personal growth. By understanding your emotional patterns and triggers, you can identify areas for improvement and make conscious efforts to develop healthier emotional responses. This process of self-discovery and growth fosters resilience, enhances well-being, and contributes to a more fulfilling and balanced life. In this chapter, we will explore practical techniques and strategies for building emotional self-awareness. We will begin with methods to accurately identify and label your emotions as they arise. Next, we will delve into the concept of emotional triggers, helping you understand the factors that provoke your emotional responses, including past experiences and current stressors. Finally, we will discuss various self-reflection practices that can be incorporated into your daily routine to enhance your emotional awareness. By the end of this chapter, you will have a toolkit of strategies to help you become more attuned to your emotions, paving the way for greater emotional mastery. Understanding and recognizing your emotions is the first step on this journey, setting the stage for the subsequent chapters, where we will explore techniques for effective emotional regulation and resilience. Let's begin this exploration into the depths of your emotional self, unlocking the potential for a more conscious and empowered life. Identifying emotions. The art of emotional labeling. The art of emotional labeling. Accurately identifying and labeling your emotions is a critical skill in developing emotional self-awareness. This practice allows you to understand and articulate your feelings, which is the first step toward managing them effectively. By becoming adept at recognizing your emotions as they arise, you can gain greater control over your responses and improve your emotional intelligence. The benefits of emotional labeling. Understanding and labeling your emotions provides numerous benefits. It can reduce the intensity of negative feelings, as simply naming an emotion can have a calming effect on the brain. Additionally, it helps you communicate your feelings more clearly to others, fostering better relationships and reducing misunderstandings. Techniques for identifying and labeling emotions. 1. Pause and reflect. One of the simplest yet most effective techniques for identifying emotions is to pause and take a moment to reflect on what you're feeling. When you encounter a situation that triggers an emotional response, give yourself a few seconds to pause before reacting. During this pause, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Where in my body do I sense this emotion? What thoughts or images come to mind with this feeling? This brief moment of reflection can help you become more aware of your emotions and avoid impulsive reactions. 2. Expand your emotional vocabulary. A limited emotional vocabulary can hinder your ability to accurately identify and label your emotions. Expanding your emotional vocabulary allows you to describe your feelings more precisely. Instead of defaulting to broad terms like happy, sad, or angry, consider using more specific words. For example, instead of happy, try content, joyful, excited, or grateful. Instead of sad, try disappointed, melancholy, heartbroken, or lonely. Instead of angry, try frustrated, irritated, resentful, or infuriated. By using more nuanced terms, you can better understand and communicate your emotional experiences. 3. Journal your emotions. Keeping a daily journal is an excellent way to track and identify your emotions. Spend a few minutes each day writing about your experiences and the emotions you felt. Be as specific as possible, noting the situations that triggered your emotions and how you responded. Over time, this practice can help you recognize patterns in your emotional responses and become more aware of your feelings. Consider using a structured format for your journal entries, such as Situation. Describe the event or circumstance that triggered your emotion. Emotion. Identify and label the emotion you felt. Intensity. Rate the intensity of the emotion on a scale of 1 to 10. Thoughts. Note any thoughts or beliefs associated with the emotion. Response. Describe how you responded to the emotion. This format can help you organize your thoughts and gain deeper insights into your emotional patterns. 4. Use mindfulness practices. Mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. Practicing mindfulness can enhance your ability to recognize and label your emotions. Techniques such as mindfulness meditation, deep breathing exercises, and body scans can help you tune into your emotional state and develop a greater awareness of your feelings. During mindfulness meditation, focus on your breath and observe any emotions that arise without trying to change them. Acknowledge each emotion and label it mentally, such as anger, anxiety, or joy. This practice can help you become more attuned to your emotional landscape and less reactive to emotional triggers. 5. Seek feedback from others. Sometimes, it can be challenging to identify your emotions accurately on your own. Seeking feedback from trusted friends, family members, or a therapist can provide valuable insights into your emotional responses. Others may notice patterns or behaviors that you might overlook, helping you gain a clearer understanding of your feelings. When seeking feedback, ask open-ended questions such as, how do you perceive my emotional response to specific situation? Have you noticed any patterns in my emotional reactions? What emotions do you think I might be experiencing in specific context? This feedback can complement your self-reflection efforts and provide a more comprehensive view of your emotional landscape. Mastering the art of emotional labeling is a foundational step in building emotional self-awareness. By pausing to reflect, expanding your emotional vocabulary, journaling, practicing mindfulness, and seeking feedback, you can develop the skills to accurately identify and label your emotions. This awareness not only enhances your ability to manage your feelings, but also lays the groundwork for deeper emotional regulation and resilience. Emotional triggers. Uncovering the roots of your reactions. Understanding what triggers your emotions and why is a crucial aspect of building emotional self-awareness. Emotional triggers are specific events, people, or situations that provoke strong emotional responses. By identifying these triggers and uncovering their roots, you can better manage your reactions and enhance your emotional intelligence. The nature of emotional triggers. Emotional triggers can stem from a variety of sources. They may be linked to past experiences, unresolved conflicts, or current stressors. Triggers can be external, such as a critical comment from a colleague, or internal, like a negative self-thought. Recognizing these triggers allows you to anticipate and prepare for emotional responses, reducing their impact on your well-being. Identifying your emotional triggers. 1. Reflect on past experiences. One of the most effective ways to identify your emotional triggers is to reflect on past experiences that elicited strong emotional reactions. Think about situations where you felt intense anger, sadness, joy, or fear. Ask yourself, what exactly happened in that situation? Who was involved? What specific actions or words triggered my emotional response? How did I feel in that moment? By examining these experiences, you can begin to identify patterns and common themes that reveal your triggers. 2. Keep an emotional trigger journal. Maintaining an emotional trigger journal can help you track and analyze your emotional responses over time. Whenever you experience a strong emotion, jot down the details in your journal. Include the date and time of the incident, the context and circumstances, the specific triggers, your emotional response, any physical sensations you experienced, your thoughts and beliefs at the time. Reviewing your journal regularly can provide valuable insights into recurring triggers and how they affect your emotions. 3. Identify current stressors. Current stressors, whether from work, relationships, or other areas of life, can also serve as emotional triggers. Consider the following questions to identify these stressors. What situations currently cause me the most stress or anxiety? Are there specific people or environments that consistently trigger negative emotions? How do I typically respond to these stressors? Understanding the connection between current stressors and your emotional responses can help you develop strategies to manage them more effectively. Understanding the roots of your triggers. 1. Explore past experiences. Many emotional triggers are rooted in past experiences, particularly those from childhood or formative years. These experiences can create lasting emotional imprints that influence how you respond to similar situations in the present. For example, if you were frequently criticized as a child, you might be more sensitive to criticism as an adult. Exploring the roots of your triggers involves reflecting on significant past events and considering how they shape your current emotional responses. This process can be challenging, but is essential for gaining a deeper understanding of your emotions. 2. Recognize unresolved conflicts. Unresolved conflicts, whether internal or external, can contribute to emotional triggers. Internal conflicts may involve conflicting beliefs or values, while external conflicts might involve unresolved issues with others. Identifying these conflicts and working towards resolution can help reduce their impact on your emotional well-being. 3. Acknowledge core beliefs and self-perceptions. Core beliefs and self-perceptions, often formed early in life, play a significant role in shaping your emotional triggers. These beliefs can be positive or negative and influence how you interpret and respond to situations. For instance, if you hold a core belief that you are unworthy of love, you may be easily triggered by perceived rejection or criticism. To understand the roots of your triggers, consider the following. What core beliefs do I hold about myself and the world? How do these beliefs influence my emotional responses? Are there any negative self-perceptions that contribute to my triggers? Strategies for managing emotional triggers. 1. Develop coping mechanisms. Once you have identified your triggers, developing coping mechanisms can help you manage your emotional responses. These may include deep breathing exercises, mindfulness practices, or positive self-talk. Having a set of go-to strategies can help you stay calm and centered when faced with triggering situations. 2. Practice emotional regulation. Emotional regulation involves managing your emotional responses in a healthy and constructive manner. Techniques such as cognitive reframing, where you change the way you think about a situation, can help you respond more calmly and rationally to triggers. 3. Seek support. Sometimes, understanding and managing emotional triggers can be challenging on your own. Seeking support from a therapist or counselor can provide valuable guidance and help you work through complex emotional issues. Support groups or trusted friends and family members can also offer perspective and encouragement. Understanding what triggers your emotions and why is a powerful step towards emotional self-awareness and mastery. By identifying your triggers, exploring their roots, and developing strategies to manage them, you can gain greater control over your emotional responses and improve your overall well-being. Self-reflection practices. Cultivating inner awareness. Developing emotional self-awareness requires consistent practice and intentional reflection. By regularly engaging in self-reflection, you can deepen your understanding of your emotions, identify patterns, and make conscious choices about how to respond to emotional triggers. Here are some effective tools and exercises for cultivating inner awareness. Journaling. Writing your emotional story. One of the most powerful tools for self-reflection is journaling. Writing about your emotions can help you process and understand them more clearly. Here's how to make the most of your journaling practice. Daily emotional check-in. Set aside a few minutes each day to write about your emotional experiences. Describe the situations that triggered your emotions, how you felt, and how you responded. Be as detailed as possible to capture the full context of your emotional experiences. Reflective questions. Use specific questions to guide your journaling, such as what emotions did I experience today? What triggered these emotions? And how did I handle these emotions? Pattern recognition. Over time, review your journal entries to identify recurring themes and patterns. This can help you understand your emotional triggers and responses better.
That's it for part 2 of Mastering Your Emotions. You built the awareness, and now it's time to stay calm in the moment. In part 3, we'll explore real tools for emotional regulation, for mindfulness and thought reframing to healthy ways to release what you're feeling. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if something in this chapter clicked with you, drop a comment down below. We'd love to hear your story.